Meet the Farmer TV is made possible by Planet Earth Diversified, Melli Productions, and Leslie P. Jenkins Photography and Graphic Design, with additional support from Feast, connecting local farmers, artisan food producers, and consumers. Culpeper's Channel 21, helping to preserve the agricultural history of Virginia. Ducard Vineyards, artisanal wine growing, serving the Madison County region. And Flavor Magazine, serving the Piedmont's local food and wine culture.
A seasonal cooking demo today at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market on Meet the Farmer TV. With us today is the manager of the Forest Lakes Farmers Market, Dawn Story. Dawn, tell me, how did this get started?
Well, Scott Elliff is on the board of the Forest Lakes Homeowners Association, and he's also a board member of Piedmont Environmental Council. So naturally he put the two together, knowing the PEC was heavily involved in issues such as agriculture and land conservation and local food, and he came to us and said, hey, we'd like to have a farmers market here in our neighborhood. So we had that conversation, and PEC decided it was a great idea and that it tied in with some of their existing programs, and here we are 2 years later.
So this is the second year.
That's right.
Some people have had issues of they don't know what to do with this beets with dirt on them and raw carrots and fresh onions. So what do we have happening today? We've got a chef that's going to show us what to do with some of these fresh items.
That's right. We have Cindy Shepard, who is actually a Forest Lakes resident here, to do a seasonal cooking demonstration. So Cindy's going to take us around to the stalls, and she's going to select the produce that she wants to cook with today, and then she's going to whip up at least 2 recipes for us to sample.
Right here at the market?
Right here at Forest Lakes.
So here we are at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market with Scott Elliff. He's on the board with Forest Lakes. He's also a member of the PEC board. Tell us how you got this market started.
Well, I saw the Buy Fresh, Buy Local guide last year, and I thought it made a lot of sense to try to bring the local farmers here to Forest Lakes. We have 1,400 houses here, 5,000 residents, and as you can see, it's very much a kind of old-fashioned community. Lots of biking trails, lots of open area, people walk their dogs, ride their bikes, all that kind of thing. And we have this wonderful area by one of our pools, and we thought maybe we could bring the vendors here. Plus, that way I wouldn't have to go downtown for the Saturday morning market, I suppose, too. And it's worked out really well. We got a lot of help from PEC, and certainly there are a lot of tremendous farmers, vendors, and some crafters as well that have signed up for it, and we're getting a loyal following going. It really takes a while, and it takes a while for the word to get out, but people love coming here and being able to shop for things that are fresh and local and take them right home.
And this is the second year?
Yes.
And this week is the first of a series of every other Tuesday cooking demos.
Yeah, we started it last year in June, and then this year we started it at the beginning of April, so that we were able to get spring flowers and planting vegetables and that type of thing. Right. It's going to go all summer long, and people come every Tuesday. We have got a lot of regulars, and people are welcome, of course, from everywhere in the community.
Rain or shine?
Rain or shine, just like today. Yeah, we're having a series of cooking demonstrations here, which by a local resident, Cindy, and it really showcases how you can use all of the products here to create a full dinner. There's vegetables, there's meat, there's wine, there's cheese, there's bread. It's just about everything you would want. All local, all fresh, all terrific.
So take us over and introduce us to Cindy.
Let's go.
All right.
Hi Dawn, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm really looking forward to cooking for everyone.
Well, Cindy, tell us what's going to happen here today. But first, I'd like to get Dawn to introduce you and tell our audience a little bit about who you are and what you're planning on doing today.
Okay. Well, great. Well, Cindy is a Forest Lakes resident. She lives right here in the community, and she's also a personal chef, and she's also a columnist of this wonderful publication, In the Kitchen. So you can read her columns every month, or you can come to the farmers market every second Tuesday of the month and see her live.
Well, thank you for introducing us to Cindy. Let's find out what she's planning on doing today.
Great. And I got to go because I think I have a customer.
All right, Dawn. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now, what's Cindy going to do for us today?
Today I'm going to be shopping for ingredients to make an Asian chicken with a ginger plum sauce and stir fry seasonal vegetables that I find here at the market, and I'll also be making a spring vegetable saute with new potatoes and sugar snap peas and fresh herbs. So
Now the point of your demonstration is to illustrate how you can, the same evening, make a meal from what you buy at the market.
right, very much. I want to show everyone how easy it is to just be able to come here, pull together some ingredients, pull some chicken broth or soy sauce out of your pantry, and throw it all together, and you've got dinner.
Now tell us about your article in the Kitchen magazine.
Well, this is my second month being in the kitchen, and I met Rowena at a local food entrepreneurship conference, and showed her that I had won a Cooking Light recipe contest, and so she approached me about writing a lightened recipe, a recipe that is more moderate in calories or fat, and she'd had lots of readers interested in that, but that wasn't an interest of hers, so I'm doing a once-a-month recipe.
You want to take us around and let's go find some goodies to get at the market for this special cooking demo.
Sure. Okay. All right, so
this was the wild plum jelly you were talking about.
yes, this is the plum jam that I'm going to add soy sauce and chicken broth to, and garlic and ginger, and make a Chinese glaze for a stir fry. I need some mint for my other recipe. That looks
well, I
good.
like how all the things are labeled here.
Yeah,
so
isn't this nice?
I wasn't sure where they was going to be.
Mint's right here. There's lots of fresh herbs. I love cooking with fresh herbs. They really just make a dish come alive. And then there's also some tatsoi, which I understand stir fries really well. So I'm going to try adding this to the stir fry.
All right.
So we're going to Mr. Kaysen's farm stand, Kaysen Farms.
Now I understand that George Kaysen here is a newcomer to the market. Is your first season or?
First season.
30 some? How many years?
Be 37 years next spring.
37 years.
Great.
Well, Cindy,
So-
what do we need from George today?
So George, I would love some cabbage today and a couple of summer squash. And I can just put them right here. I don't need a bag.
Right, that's just, can you reach there?
I sure can.
And these cabbage, $1.25 a head, and I'm gonna give you the biggest and the prettiest one I got.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Now Cindy's going to
best
make a
bargain in
meal
town.
today right here at the market with your produce.
I am.
When you get a break, come down and maybe you can try some, see what happens.
Give me a little bit. It'll take me a few minutes to get everything prepped and cooked, but I will bring you some food if I don't see you.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right. Thank you so much.
It took a week.
Ready, Michael? This is Garner's Produce, and they've got a big variety of things today,
And some shade.
and some shade.
So what are we looking for
I
here?
need some spring onions today, and some sugar snap peas, and some potatoes. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I had some of these last week and they were fabulous.
Great.
And some new potatoes. Do you have any broccoli today?
Yes, ma'am, right
Great.
up there.
Thank you so much. Fresh broccoli. Fantastic.
Right.
I think that I'm all set from here. I think last stop is the chicken. So here is tall cotton. Patty Lou has some chicken ready for me. Hi, Patty Lou. How are
Patty Lou.
you?
Frozen chicken breast.
So tell me about your chicken.
It's raised on pasture, and we feed it a special diet that has probiotics and nutrients in it, and grains that are locally grown.
Well, I'm looking forward to cooking with it. Thank you
Now,
so
how long
much.
have you been coming to the market?
We've been here since it opened.
2 years now? All right. And you have a whole, can you tell us a little bit about the different things that you have? So you've got beef as well as chicken.
We do grass-fed beef, no antibiotics, no added hormones in the beef, and everything is natural as we can.
Thank you so much, Patty Lou.
Thank you. So you have a whole mobile kitchen set up
I sure
here.
do. I'm set up with butane burners to cook the chicken and a countertop to do all my slicing on.
All right. I see the hand washing station.
Hand washing station.
Our little our food entrepreneurship workshop taught us. And where should I put these potatoes for you?
Put the potatoes up
Okay.
here, and I'm just gonna wash my hands and kind of get ready. Okay, I am just gonna chop some potatoes, and usually when I do these, I would do them in quarters, but I want these to cook a little bit faster, and I want them to be sample size ready. And these can just go straight in the pot with the potatoes for the last 2 minutes the potatoes cook. So these are chopped, and when the peas and the potatoes are ready, I'm going to saute them together with the onions and some garlic and a little bit of olive oil or butter. You can use whatever your preference is. I'm going to use a little bit of both today, I think. So I've got the potatoes in here, and they're getting pretty tender, so I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar snap peas. And these just need just a quick 1 or 2 minutes. This is summer squash that I got from George Kaysen. He is a farmer who's been farming for many, many years, and I think he was instrumental in getting City Market started in Charlottesville. He's a lot of fun. He's very generous. He always gives the kids an apple or a peach, kind of whatever he's got in season. And so my girls always look forward to going to his stand to claim their apple. And this stuff should be ready. If I were in my kitchen, I would just drain this over a colander in the sink. I generally do a lot of cooking with olive oil, but butter helps keep the olive oil from scorching. Olive oil has a lower burn point. I'm missing some garlic. I forgot to get garlic, but I see some. It's really easy to improvise when you're at the market. I forgot my garlic, Dawn. I just need 1 clove. So across the parking lot we go. And this is just about ready. I've got some mint from Planet Earth Diversified. Oh, it smells so good. Now this is fresh garlic. This is not shriveled up like the stuff in the grocery store, that's for sure.
I actually found some microgreens that have Meet the Farmer on the label.
Oh, great.
Maybe you can use those.
Oh.
A little garnish of
yeah.
celery.
That's great. So Michael, do this micro celery leaf, do they taste like celery? I've never used them before.
It's called celery without the strings.
Oh, great. Maybe my kids would even eat it.
Yeah.
What was the process of getting inspected?
She had to come see my setup. I had to turn in my menu and my
You do that stuff ahead of time?
Yeah.
Do you do a drawing of a plan of the...
I didn't have to do a drawing.
You have to call them and set up. Is it the health department or the VDAC?
It's health department because this is a private farmer's market. If it were a city or county town market, then it would be through
VDAC?
Through VDAC.
Okay. And so you're awarded a permit just for today?
Right, and it's right over there on the table.
Smelling good.
It's smelling good. If only you could capture smells on TV.
You're working on it, right?
I did see some people walking around the market with your recipe.
Yeah, that's great.
And they were shopping to duplicate what you were doing.
Awesome. So there's my mint. Lemon zest just helps perk up flavor in dishes so nicely. Lemon or vinegar, a splash of vinegar sometimes will just bring all the flavors out. Some freshly ground black pepper, just to taste. My kids aren't here, so I can put a little more pepper in than I do at home. And this Himalayan sea salt is stronger than normal salt, so I'm not putting quite as much in. Okay, that looks good. Like all good chefs, I'm gonna do a quick taste to make sure I have my seasonings right and my potatoes are actually cooked. I can catch them. Whoops. That's good. The sugar snap peas are still crisp, but the potatoes are tender. Squash is cooked. I am ready to serve up some samples. Okay, so here is my spring vegetable saute. This would also be delicious with basil and Parmesan cheese, or using fresh oregano and feta. You know, really just use the flavors that you like. But what I love about this recipe is that it's fresh and healthy and tastes good, and it's just a new way to have potatoes. Okay, would you like a sample? Here you go. Those are your potatoes and your sugar snap peas and your onions.
Wonderful. Great. May I?
Oh, please. Yourself.
Shall we bring more?
Add a little bit of.
That's delicious.
Thank you. And I've got recipes here if you want to take a recipe.
All right.
The chicken, I'm going to do a stir-fried chicken in a minute. That's on one side, and then the vegetable sautés on the other side.
Very good.
Thanks. I'm going to quickly get cleaned up, and I'm going to prep my vegetables, and then my chicken. I'll do the chicken last. I am chopping up some broccoli. I'm going to do it smaller than I would at home again, because I'm keeping in mind that I want it to fit in the sample cups and be easy for people just to have a taste of.
I saw her what she was making and it looked delicious, so I went and got the other products that she used to make the recipe. I'm going to make it tonight for dinner.
So Rowena, we were just talking to Cindy about how she is writing now for In the Kitchen.
You know, all of my columnists are local.
Yeah.
And all of them have passion for food. And I met her at the Piedmont School for the Entrepreneurs.
Virginia Food Entrepreneurship Program?
Yes,
okay.
yes. That's it.
VAFEP, that's it.
Oh, wonderful. Acronyms just drive me crazy. It was obvious that she had a passion for food and she writes well. She also can modify recipes to lower the calorie count or the salt or whatever. And I had not had that dimension in the magazine before.
All right. So she's doing a light recipe column then.
Yes. I just love this networking among the Piedmont Environmental Council and the Food Hub, and you just meet so many wonderful people.
Can you tell me when you started In the Kitchen magazine?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yes.
So you started a new publication about local food before it was slow food and a popular movement.
That's right.
Yeah, we have a lot of the customers through the market were not sure what to do with raw product. They really needed some recipes and some help. So
I can believe that.
Yeah. I'm just finished prepping some spring onions, and I prepped some broccoli and some cabbage. And
there we go.
Bye. Okay, well, I'm almost done getting my vegetables ready for the stir fry. Getting some garlic, a little bit of garlic and some ginger. And I'm going to just finish getting all my vegetables ready, and then I will get my chicken ready. I'm just going to flatten out this chicken a little bit so that it'll cook quickly. So this is not the Thunder, it's the meat mallet. We're at a medium-high heat. This is sesame oil. You can find it in the Oriental section of the grocery store or at an Asian market. And I'm just going to add my chicken in. Since I hear some thunder coming, I am going to go ahead and start my vegetables in my stock pot. It's not my skillet, but it's okay because it'll still taste the same. So I just put a little bit of sesame oil in. I'm going to heat that up under medium-high heat, and then I'm just going to start stir frying. So I'm going to add in my broccoli and my cabbage. The idea is to do the vegetables that take a little longer to cook first. So I'm going to stir fry the vegetables until they're crisp tender. So a couple minutes, and then I'll, when the broccoli is starting to get tender, then I will add in my other stuff. And ideally you'd want to do this in a bigger, flatter pan so you have more surface area, but again, I'm working with the elements that I have today. So I'll take that out. Woo! I'm going to let that rest for a few minutes, and then I'm going to dice it up. I'm going to deglaze my pan.
What is that you just added?
I'm adding some chicken broth to help get all the juice, all the bits of chicken up off my pan. Because I want all that in my sauce. I don't want to leave this in my pan. I want all those good juicy bits in my sauce. So there's my broth. And then I'm going to add in some soy sauce. And some soy sauce, and then and let's see if I can even open this. There we go. And I'm going to add in some. This is some of that plum jam that I got from Planet Earth Diversified. It smells good. And so this is basically like, you know, when you pick up a jar of plum sauce at the grocery store, this is basically making your own, and it's from, you know, fresh local jam, and you control the sodium because you can use less lower sodium soy salt or broth.
How long do you let this simmer?
I'll let this kind of simmer and thicken a little bit.
What was that, a little pepper?
Little pepper, a little fresh ground pepper I added in. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of cornstarch and thicken it with a little bit of chicken broth that I mixed together outside of the pan so it can help thicken a little bit. And I'm going to check over here. This is doing great. Everything's starting to get tender. You want me to show you? I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to brown and get tender. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my spring onions. Sounds good. My onions are getting soft. I'm going to add in my squash. Cornstarch and a little bit of chicken broth. I just want to thicken up my sauce a little bit. So add that in. And you can see how the jam is all melted nicely in. It's on a medium to low heat. And you could whisk the whole sauce together ahead of time too, but I'm kind of running out of time and space, so I just did it in the pan. This is some tot soy. It's a green that Planet Earth Diversified supplied me with today, and it's supposed to have a nice sort of Asian taste. I actually have never had it before, so I'll be curious to see how it tastes. But this is already washed and all set, so I'm just gonna add some in and quickly stir fry it to get it just to wilt a bit. This is still on low. I'm gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna throw the chicken back in. Okay. So there is my chicken with my glaze. I'm gonna taste a little bit of it. That's good. I'm gonna add my vegetables in here, and then I'm gonna pour the chicken and sauce on top and mix it all up in here. I'm gonna add this in to my vegetables and then stir it all up. This would be delicious over rice. Voila, there you have it. 2 delicious dishes that are created with mostly things that I got right here at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market. Okay, there is the Asian chicken with ginger plum sauce.
So we have fresh product, cooked fresh, right here at the market.
In the rain.
Rain or shine.
Get it, girl.
Farmers in the market, rain or shine. And we've seen customers come by with their recipes, and they're duplicating what you're doing. So it seems like it's been a great success today.
Great. Well, thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun cooking actually at the market with Market Fresh Foods.
And you're going to do this every second Tuesday?
Do this every second Tuesday. Yes.
Every second Tuesday of the month. We come out to Forest Lakes, and there'll be a cooking demo.
And there'll be a cooking demo, and I'll try to highlight different vendors' products at different demos. So this month it was chicken. Next month I'm looking forward to using beef or pork in one of my recipes, and being able to really showcase all of our vendors because they all do a great job.
And there you have it, truly from the farm to the plate on Meet the Farmer TV, here with a cooking demo at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market. Now, you're also a farmer.
Yeah, I have a small vineyard up in Madison County, and mostly we grow the grapes. We call it wine growing, but I also bottle a little bit of my own production and sell it both here at the market and also just through a private mailing list and through friends, and sort of a hobby gone wild.
So will you give us a tour of the farm?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We're not open to the public normally, but I sell my wine privately and love to have groups come up there and learn more about viticulture and all of what we go through to bring it from the farm to the bottle and then to the table.
Now, do you have a website or a place people can find your?
We do. It's www.ducardvineyards.com, D-U-C-A-R-D, vineyards.com.
Well, join us for a future episode of Meet the Farmer TV, where we get a private tour of Ducard Vineyard. Garner Produce?
Yes, Garner's Produce.
Garner's Produce.
Yes.
Now, where are you from?
Westmoreland County, Virginia. We're about an hour east of Fredericksburg.
Okay. And now today, Cindy Shepard came and got some product from you, and she did a cooking demo here and actually produced a meal right here at the market using your product.
Yes, sugar snaps, broccoli, and potatoes.
Well, that's terrific. Did you get to try some?
Yes, it was fabulous.
All right.
Yes.
So tell us all about Garner's Produce. What do you grow, and how did you get into this business, and how did you show up here at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market?
All right, we're family owned and operated. We have over 100 acres farming. We grow
That's a lot of work.
Yes, we mainly corn and tomatoes and all types of squash. We do pumpkins in the fall. We do all types of things. Been doing markets for over 20 years, probably. Yep.
What other markets do you go to?
We go to DC, Northern Virginia markets, and we have local family markets in like Heatsville and things like that around home. Then we have a family stand on Route 3.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So right there near the farmland?
Yes. It's in Montrose. The family stands in Montrose.
Montrose off Route 3?
Yes.
Y'all have a website? Or
yes, we have a website, garnersproduce.com.
Okay.
And a Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So we can find out what's ready and in season and head right on down to Route 3 and get it at the family stand.
Yes, you can.
Now, I understand that some people think it's raining, so the farmers aren't going to come out, and they shouldn't even bother to come at the farmers market. But
we come
you've
out
been
rain
growing
or
all
shine.
week, so
yes.
The truck's already loaded before it starts raining.
We pick up around 6 a.m., start picking, and then we leave from the farm around 11, and we'll be here, rain or shine.
Rain, shine, hail, sleet, or snow.
Yes, always picking.
Right. So join us every Tuesday from 3 to 7 at the Forest Lakes Farmers Market. And our address, Dawn?
1650 Ashwood Boulevard.
And every second Tuesday of the month, Cindy Shepard will give us a cooking demo, right?
Yes, a cooking demo with local seasonal produce and fresh raised meats available here at the farmers market.
We have the Holy Grail guy, Patty Lou of Tall Cotton, and Cindy Shepard, our chef, Dawn Story, the market manager, and Scott Eliff, the pseudo market manager and board of directors, making it all happen here at Forest Lakes. Thank you for joining us for another Meet the Farmer TV today at Forest Lakes Farmers Market. So we have fresh product, cooked fresh, right here at the market.
In the rain.
Rain or shine. Get it, girl. Farmers in the market, rain or shine.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
A week.
Yeah. So this is different today on Meet the Farmer TV. We're not just at a farm or checking out pasture-fed beef. We're actually watching a chef purchase items at the market and prepare a meal right at the market. So if you're caught in traffic on 29 North, Albemarle County on Tuesday afternoon, anywhere between 4 and 7, pull right on the Forest Lakes South entrance and pull into the farmers market at Forest Lakes.
Meet the Farmer TV is made possible by Planet Earth Diversified, Melli Productions, and Leslie P. Jenkins Photography and Graphic Design, with additional support from Feast, connecting local farmers, artisan food producers, and consumers. Culpeper's Channel 21, helping to preserve the agricultural history of Virginia. Ducard Vineyards, artisanal wine growing, serving the Madison County region. And Flavor Magazine, serving the Piedmont's local food and wine culture.